This is my compare and contrast with Woman One and The Earth is a Man. Woman One by Willem de Kooning is an abstract painting that depicts a woman who seems angry, almost like a child pouting, as if they're in timeout. Her eyes are wide open and take up a good bit of her face, and her mouth is open, baring her teeth, kind of like an animal that's growling. Her arms are crossed, which gives off body language of like this discomfort, maybe insecurity. She is colorless at the top, but there are vibrant colors that grow towards the bottom of the painting. Her feet appear as if they're in a pool of blue or water. It's kind of cut off in this image. Um, and it's kind of like she's working through a phase of maybe emotions, from calm, or maybe a rise and fall of her mood. And the painting, I think, does a great job of capturing the moment when you feel like you could either lose it and you're very angry, or you could get the chance to calm yourself down. And she kind of looks as if she might be required to hold in this emotion, that she's not allowed to show, and it probably frustrates her a lot more. There are a lot of paint strokes that are sloppy lines versus curves, which implies strictness and rules. Um, and it kind of reminds you that your body can give off physical cues to show what you're feeling on the inside, which she appears here, in kind of this distress. And it makes the viewer wonder what brought her to this point that makes her very angry and upset. It makes viewers wonder what will happen next. In The Earth is a Man by Roberto Matta, the colors have less gray and black, and the overall tone seems much happier with calmer shades of yellows and blues and greens. So we've got some cool colors in there rather than more neutrals like in Woman 1. And the paint strokes are less lines and sloppy strokes, and they're more circular, which kind of gives the painting more of an emotion that is flowing and with ease. There's not just one thing to look at in The Earth is a Man rather than Woman One, whereas there's just kind of one object in the painting. Um, Woman One takes up the entire painting as she almost is exploding off of the canvas. And in The Earth is a Man, the landscape appears to kind of be an explosion. As the title implies, the earth might be exploding like a man, so they both include a lot of emotion behind the paintings. But the explosion seems to be a happier explosion in The Earth is a Man, rather than the anger shown in Woman 1. And instead of being abstract, this painting is surrealist. In this painting, symbolism is used to depict an explosion versus the human explosion, and the painting is less focused on one single moment and one single object, but many moments, kind of like dreams, and in the unconscious mind, with all these illuminated objects. And there's also a perspective of different layers. There's the sky or heaven, and then earth. Um, and your eyes are constantly being drawn to different areas of the painting without being drawn to one central object like you are in Woman 1.